Hello everyone, it's Jen, Scrapbena Creations. I'm so excited to be playing along in the Heffy Doodle and Gerda Steiner Designs blog hop. So we're combining stamps from each of the companies. So I am using the Gerda Steiner stamp on the bookshelf with these cute kitties and all these books and accessories to build a fun bookshelf. I have the coordinating dies, which are really fun from Gerda Steiner because they already come cut apart and on a magnetic sheet. For the Heffy Doodle stamp, I'm featuring Perfect Day, my all-time favorite Heffy Doodle stamp, probably because I'm a cat lover. And then I'm bringing in some fun things from the Unbearable Without You, the little paintbrush and the scissors and the little pot full of pencils and Copic markers and fun stuff to add to my bookshelf. So today I'm creating a really simple background. There's lots going on in this card with the little scene with all the kitties and the bookshelves. So you don't always have to have a complicated background to create a really great scene card. So I'm using the brick stencil from Heffy Doodle and I'm using the Kitsch Flamingo Distress Oxide. Now I do have some pixie spray on the back of my stencil, so it's keeping it in place. I really love this stuff. It's a light adhesive and it, honestly, if you have trouble with your stencils moving, it's a great product. So you can see I'm just lightly adding this nice pink color. This adds some fun texture to the background and adds a pop of color, which I love. So have fun with your inks and your stencils to just create a subtle yet really pretty background. So you can see here there were a number of images that I'm using, so no coloring in this video today. It is part of a hop, so I wanted to keep it nice and short, but just show you this incredibly fun slimline card that I made using products from both companies. So I did color 4 of the bookshelves. Now I have seen projects where you can turn this upside down and it looks like a little desk, which is really fun. But I colored these in white because I have shelves like this from IKEA. So I thought it would be fun to kind of create that little scene using the IKEA bookshelves as my inspiration. So I did use my cool gray Copic markers to color that. And then I just colored up the accessories. So I'm showing you here this photo frame. When I die cut it, my die must have slipped even though I had washi tape on it. So instead of throwing that out because I spent all that time coloring it, I'm just going to have it hanging off of the right side of my bookshelf and you'll never know. So I'm going to start creating my scene here. So with the top bookshelf, I'm going to use the books, the little vase, and the picture frame, and the kitty, all from On the Bookshelf from Gerda Steiner. I love that little sleeping kitty on top of the books. So sweet. So you can see how fun it is to combine different elements from your stamp set. So although these cats from Heffy Doodle and Gerda Steiner are drawn quite differently, I think they still really work. And so the color palette that I went for was like a bright blue, green, pink, yellow, and purple. So I'm kind of keeping those colors consistent throughout all the little elements. I love this little globe, and then I'm going to have one of the Heffy Doodle kitties sitting on top of these books. Now, if you want some inspiration for how to color cats, I did do a tutorial, and I will link that below and at the end of this video. That gives lots of ideas for coloring your cats with the Heffy Doodle Perfect Day, although you can use it with any of your cat stamps. So here for this third shelf, I'm going to use a pile of books, and then I have this sweet little ginger kitty here. This is from the Gerda Steiner stamp. And you can see this is where I brought in the little pencil tin from the Unbearable Without You stamp. I thought it would be fun to kind of have some crafty elements on this little scene, given we're all crafters. And you can see here there's a bit of a glare to the bottom of the screen. It was a gorgeous day when I was filming this, and the sun was setting and it's coming just at the bottom of my screen there. I do notice that, so I will reposition myself here in a second so the glare disappears. But it was almost like a real scene where my cats are sleeping near the windows with the sun peering in. So I kind of got a giggle out of that. Now for those books to the bottom left, I am trimming those off a little bit just so it balances out how I trimmed off a bit of that picture frame at the top right. So just creating a little bit of consistency. No one will ever know this, but it's just one of those things where it helps. And like I said, it's barely noticeable to anyone else, but it just kind of adds that same feature from the top right to the bottom left. Now I am adding a little mouse here on that bottom bookshelf, and I have one of the plants, and then I colored one of the kitties in Siamese colors, and then I have a tuxedo cat sleeping on the books, and both of those kitties are from the Heffy Doodle stamp set. Now to add some detail, I'm going to add some black glaze pen to their eyes and their noses. That'll create some consistency between the cats. Also adding those to the person and the little kitty in the picture frame, and I colored that up to look like me and one of my 2 black cats. And now I'm bringing in my white gel pen, and I'm going to add just some highlight details here, really subtle. And then I'm going to work on my sentiment. So this is a slimline card. It measures 3 by 3. It measures 3.5 by 8.5, and it does fit perfectly into the regular size MISTI. So I'm going to use 2 sentiments, one from each of the stamp sets. So the Enjoy Your Day is from the Gerda Steiner one, and then I'm going to have it say from the cats, which is from the Heffy Doodle stamp set. So I'm just stamping that out with my VersaFine Clair Nocturne ink, and you can see I'm positioned kind of to the left here, trying to block that sunlight as much as possible. I just wanted to bring my magnet down here because the paper was coming up a little bit when I stamped that the first time. And I'm just going to add a third stamp or third ink to that bottom sentiment, and now it's stamped out perfectly. So there's a look at the card. All the information for the hop will be down below. There are prizes to be won. I hope you enjoy. I hope you have fun creating. Use your stencils, make some fun yet subtle backgrounds, and combine your stamps. Thanks everybody for watching. Have a fantastic day, and I'll see you really soon in the next one. Bye!